And this next piece is from the legendary metaphysical scholar Dr. Delbert Blair, a man who spent decades unraveling the lies hidden in plain sight. What you're about to hear is a cosmic critique of the so-called human beast, a poetic warning wrapped in ancient truth. Let the vibrations of his words settle in deep, because this just isn't history. It's prophecy in real time.
The wise ones, again, were the ones who practiced universal law. You said, what in the universe? Well, the cosmos is bigger than all the universe. It's supposed to be 7 universes with one cosmic cosmology. The whole point is, again, if we are in somebody's mind, and we do have a creator, everything that comes from the creator has to be good. Well, if then bad comes from the creator, what happened? It is because the soul was given free wills. Combined souls can do anything they want to do when they come together in harmony. But there were soulless creatures out there called Dracons that came from Orion, that came from Pegasus, any rate, they have always been soulless and could not understand why they were not given the granting of a soul. So magic is the summoning of some of these creatures. Magic is the summoning of those who are already lost on different dimensions. Magic is also being used in nanotechnology. The same magic that used to be done by the shamans, by the Risa men and so on like this is now being practiced in laboratories. They use technology to do it. If you notice again, these movies are now even show you even some of these music industry freaks again, these people who are being paid all kind of money. I don't even want to get into that unless it's asked off the chat room again. These people are beginning to control the minds, and they're making you turn to technology. They got people that are half robots. You look at this one that Strawberry makes, and you look at this one that what's his name, Shasta Fierce, and you know their real names are Beyonce and Sister Jackson over there. They have altered egos by which they try to become robots. Half their body parts now, especially the booty, since guys like to look at the booty. All these things are metal. They're beginning to show you that they have technology now that is crossing people with metal things. They're become robots. They're hybrids. This is technology and nanotechnology. They have nanotechnology that they can release little germs that are mechanically driven and electrically driven in your body in these shots. What we have to get into is microbiology, things that are actually small, but things that have energy from it from the creator, not things that were created by robots and people that have no souls and no spirits. So the consequence is that once you begin to use the technology that they can't control, they're going to condemn you. But look at the people that they were doing. They were burning people. Do you want me to really describe what they did? They burned people alive. They disemboweled people. They cut up babies. They cut off heads. Now, when a person fights you with anything they got, you're going to tell what weapons they can choose. You choose your weapon of your choice. Never was a good war. If you're going to fight a war, you fight with any and everything you want to, and you do it to the one loses and one wins. The whole point is, don't give me rules of engagement. Show me what you have. Let me see what I can use, and then let's get it on. That's what the movie Avatar was trying to show. They said 40% of the people that saw that went into a kind of a bad state. They got really depressed. Why? Because they showed that other people that look different from you may have a spirituality that your technology is not as good as. They understood that there was a people there that had been misused on that planet. By the way, that planet was called, what do they call that? The hat, Pandora. Yeah, Pandora. You see what I'm saying? That was an analogy. It was showing you what happened on our own planet here, and those people look black somewhat. What happened was technology came up against microbiology, and what did finally happen in the end? The very beast of the field turned on them. Here, they will have germs that will turn on them. They'll have ants that already attacked the International Space Platform. They don't report that. You cannot win against the Creator. But if you're going to take on the Creator, look for all kind of hell to happen before it gets about that, because they have no souls. They have nothing to lose. You have a soul. You have everything to lose. Wake up.
And this is where it gets deep.
They say we have a lot of what they call through this illusion of technology out here, and this whole world of what we call music, the music industry and the movie industry, and all these things that take our mind off of the truth You know, as I stated before earlier, you got all these groups, and you got this what is it? This vodka, this Ciroc, that P Diddy came out with again. You know, worst thing you can do is put lemons, which is a two-way thing. It assesses either alkaline or acid, and you mix it with vodka. What they call it, Ciroc, Rockefeller. What they got? They got, they got Jay-Z out here. Of course, everybody knows Jay-Z, and so on and so forth again. But then again, some very interesting things about his past and the things that he's doing there now. You got Rihanna. She's now got this thing out there called Russian roulette. You know, the umbrella woman? This new video she has out there, you can hear the chambers clicking in this gun to see which bullet may go off, you know. I mean, come on. You know, this whole thing with Strawberry, Janet Jackson, and Beyonce, Sasha Demon, and, you know, Taylor Swift, which was nothing but a big initiation ceremonies when they made her come up there. They're using our very people for the sake of money and saving their souls to influence us. And we're always pulled to the easiest thing, because the hard thing now is to survive and stay conscious. It's hard to face this thing without drugs. It's hard to face this thing without getting high. It's hard to face this thing being ignorant. But at the same time, what profits it a man again or woman? To gain the whole planet and lose trillions of other opportunities for existence. It's not worth it when you weigh it. Most people don't get a chance to weigh it because they're too busy following their leaders, and the leaders are taking them the wrong way in the main.